大家在热烈讨论。
每个组发的一个就差不多了，一个组一个已经是7个。
Welcome to China, welcome to Beijing, welcome to Tsinghua University, and also welcome to School of Law. My name is Bing Wang.
Better understood. It was written by someone both who understood language and actually understood the trading practice rather than a green lawyer. You got it? I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to look at ancient China. I think my weekend is shot.
Alright, gotta get everybody. Chinese patent office.
The person who is our host today, Kyle Leo, graduated from Franklin Pierce in 2000, so he knows the story.
Pretty much everybody.
I think so. This is everybody. This is everybody for dinner at least. All right, Jose. Look, Ma. Lots and lots of stairs.
I don't want to say anything in English, though. It's Chinese. Oh, such a beautiful face. Hey, Curly.
I know, I said I'm so glad I didn't take this one.
First People's Court. All right.
How's the light?
Did you do that, Joe?
No. Smile for the camera. I can't zoom out enough. We got 3 up. Oh yeah, Tom's making himself at home. Alright. Yeah, plenty of room, plenty of room. Aaron Sullivan.
旅客朋友，人生的旅途是漫长的，乘车旅行是寂寞和疲劳的。然而我们有幸。
Hello.
老师们、同学们，大家好。今天
天我们很高兴地请到美国律师协会和清华大学法学院共同举办的中国知识产权法暑期班的师生来我院进行观摩教学。
How our President Abraham Lincoln described our patent system. President Lincoln of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, himself was an inventor. 我们林肯总统也是一个发明人。He said, "You combine the fire of genius with 天才的星火 with the fuel of interest." 就是利益的汽油。You put the fire and the fuel together, and what do you get? Boom! Inventions. The patent system does not promote invention. The patent system promotes investment in inventions, which is pharmaceuticals. 药品. Protection of pharmaceuticals is a very important part of the protection of inventions in the United States. Pharmaceuticals are very expensive to invent, and they are very cheap to copy. When a company decides it's going to create a new pharmaceutical, it has to test many different kinds of compounds. 可能是1000个不同的药品，或者10000的不同的药品要试验一下。And it takes a lot of time. And then, when they have selected certain chemicals which are effective, 那第一个是这个药品有效吗？好 if the medicine is effective, then we have to test if it's safe. 这个药品安全吗？有没有对人的身体有害处吗？ So we have clinical testing, 临床试验。
Heading off to battle.
Is there an opportunity for bail?
Bail.
保释啊，他说他有没有被保释的，就是这有没有被保释的这种机会或这种制度？
我们上标局的领导对同学们的来访非常重视，但是现在一看，他们今天有几位局长都在国外访问，都在参加一些会议，协调，大家都是大家见面。那么呢，我把我们今天上标局的3位接待的同事线上 来介绍一下。
Have electronic filing in 5 years. Now the U.S. already has electronic filing as a pilot project. You could sit in your office and file the trademark applications through email.
You get a filing date until midnight.
Certainly beats going through the mail.
Except now you can look
Oh yeah, 喝了呀。有非常可乐吗？
喝没有华语的吗？
See, they have the different.
Germany for international and foreign patent copyright and competition right in Munich, Germany. And also in 1994, we went there again to start again. And in 1988, he was the deputy director of law section.
This financial problem. And the last one, the paying compensation, the damage. This depends on the negligence of the infringement.
I've asked him to come today. He's going to be here. You're going to be here in Beijing for a couple of months. Is that right? 2 months. Working on bilateral issues between the U.S. and China. I've asked him to come here today and talk a little bit about that. If you have questions about the U.S.-China relationship with specific reference to IP, but then more generally, they're certainly welcome. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Mark. Over the years, we've had several reunions here in Beijing of students from Franklin Pierce. I remember one at the Friendship Hotel. Some of you may remember that. We had one also at a restaurant over in Haidian, Baidu one time. This is the first time we've ever come to a Zhejiang restaurant, and I think it's a big success. So I want to thank Hu Baidi for making the arrangements for us to come here this evening. So thank you. Over the last couple of weeks, Baidi has done a lot of work for us. We've got a great group here tonight. In fact, we've got a lot of people who have a lot of connections to Franklin Pierce. And I want to recognize the people who are here and thank them, in particular for coming, our graduates. Going all the way back to our first graduating class of the graduate programs, our first graduate from China, Mr. Wang Qingfa. Class of 1987. And now you're in the litigation department, is that right, at the China Council? Mr. Wang is a litigator for the China Council on the promotion of international trade, and he learned everything he knew before he came to Franklin Pierce. In 1989, we have 2 of our graduates. First, Baidi, who I just mentioned, Robert Zhao, also Zhao Rumin, class of 1989, and we were just talking about watching Gone with the Wind at my house on Thanksgiving in 1988, which was 14 years ago. Now, we've got people here as well who are more recent. Now, Michelle and Don, are you both 96? Oh, you're 94. 95. Okay, Michelle Gong from Beijing, class of 1995, and Ren Dong, class of 1996. And you will all see Ren Dong again on Monday because he is now at the Chinese Trademark Office. So we're going over, and I want to thank you very much for having our students over on Monday. Now, after 1996, let me see who's next. Is right here, Zhang Yan, all right, and Long Wei Chou, 1998. Okay, Professor Long Wei Chou from Zhenghua Daxue, and Zhang Yan, formerly with the Patent Office, now working for Bill Gates at IBM. No, that's Jack Welch. Jack Welch, excuse me, he retired. IBM. And I'm really glad you're here. 1990, let's see, 9. Jane Ma over there is 1999. And Sui Jianyuan, no, Jen Wei, you're 1999. Okay. Jane Ma and Jen Wei, 1999. Sui Jianyuan, 2000. Let's see, anybody else here who's 2000? Iching, oh, yes. Our own Wan Bing is class of 2000. And also, where's Hong Xia? Some of you may know Hong Xia, those of you who are 1Ls, because she was in Joe Dickinson's contracts class last fall. She's a diploma graduate, graduated in January, actually in December of 2001. And also I see over there Iching Shao, who is now a JD student. She was an LIP student, now she's or an LLM student. Now she's a JD student. And when are you graduating? Okay, Iching will graduate at the end of 2002. One more semester to go. And having said that, let me introduce everybody else who's here. And I'm going to start off with our class of 2003. Where's Joe?
Right here.
Joe here. Class of 2003. And we have a lot of people here from the class of 2004, if I'm correct. Mike Rizzo? Sir.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you?
2000.
You're 2004. You're 2003. How about you? Okay, excuse me, they're in Joe's class. Mr. and Mrs. Park, Sosu Park, and Sei-Woo, who got married the week before they came to this program in Korea. And in 2004, Mike Rizzo, Bill Shaw, John Dietrich, Chris Kroon, Ryan Moyer, Tom Mischio, Aaron Ryan. Let me look around the table here. Jai Hua, class of 2004. And who's over here? Eric Dorius, Kirk Dorius and his wife Leanne, class of 2004. And also Walter, are you class of 2004? 2004 from the University of San Diego. And Linda from the University of DC. Mark Wyatt from University of Georgia State. Let's see, who else? Mei Xuan John from Loyola, Los Angeles, and her brother. What's his name? 他是什么名字? Nana. And we want to wish him a lot of luck because tomorrow he's taking the Gaokao. Next year he's taking the Gaokao. So good luck on that next year. All right. Mitch Ernst from St. Louis. And I want to Lin Hua Shun from Maryland. And let me see, did I forget anybody here? John Lopez. John
Class of 2005.
John is a professor at Franklin Pierce now. We're not sure he's going to stay with us. He might decide he wants to leave and come here to China to become an investment banker. Because John was an investment banker before he became a professor at Franklin Pierce. But I want to thank him in particular and Wampi in particular for helping us to make this program what I believe is a real success. And we are very hopeful that the cooperation between Franklin Pierce and Tsinghua Law School, School of Law at Tsinghua University is going to continue for a long, long, long time. And you are the first group. Now I want to tell you, we assume that you're going to be back here. We assume that you're going to get to know each other. We're going to see you back at our reunion every single year here in Beijing, because we will have a reunion next summer. The same time next year, same time we will have a reunion. I also want to introduce Professor Liz Mooney and her husband Alan Buckman, who are here and as our guests, and we are very happy to have them here and to have them have a chance to meet with you and to get to know a little bit about what Franklin Pierce is all about. Now I just want to say, last but not least, this is the first of many, many, many alumni reunions that we're going to have every single year in Beijing. Because those of you who have come from China have come to Concord to Franklin Pierce. Now many of you are coming from the United States to Beijing and to Tsinghua University. And we think that's the way it should be, going both ways. So thank you all for coming. We're very glad you're here. There's one more course on the way, so don't give up yet. That we have had a very, very interesting dynamic here. I'm very hopeful that all of you, and particularly those of you who are not from Pierce Law but are from other law schools, will continue to think of yourselves as Franklin Pierce people. We have decided a long time ago that our summer program is part of our network, and getting to know people is what life is all about. It has its professional advantages, yes, but there's more to life than just the professional relationships that we make. It's also the personal relationships. So I hope that you're going to keep in touch with all of us as we are going to keep in touch with all of you. You know, having said
Yes. Ready to go. My master tag yet. I mean, my things are not yet.